Do you ever feel like you're being watched? Like a familiar energy is lingering, but you can't see it? It's them, and they're coming back with a powerful confession. This message isn't for everyone, but if it resonates, let's see what the universe wants you to know. We're going to discuss the issues, okay? The advice and outcomes of why they're back and what they're trying to come back and tell you the truth about. So we'll dig into a little bit more of that. So starting off, in terms of the issue, it looks to be that the death was very significant. The issue related to endings that were occurring. They were going through some sort of release and they were transforming maybe into a different person than what you initially were reminded of in the past. And it looks to be that many of them were going through some sort of rebirth period, almost like things were changing. Maybe their personality was shifting after getting into some sort of relationship with you, after talking with you. They realized perhaps that they needed to work on themselves and just become a better person overall. Or for some of you, this individual was changing so much so that they were becoming someone unlike themselves or who you remembered them to be, which created a lot of endings in the relationship. Also getting Scorpio vibes with that death card as well, so that might be of significance too. And it looks to be that the piece of advice that, or just overall what needs to be actioned upon in order to kind of rekindle things with this person would be almost like that sense of magician of like, being able to or willing to create a relationship with them that's focused on, just inspired love, being able to manifest together, co-create together. But it's going to take a lot of willpower, a lot of focus between both of you to make amends from the past and be able to move forward. And it looks to be that this person really wants to come back and tell you the truth of the matter of what they were going through at the time, but they're not quite sure how to do it. Or if they're even ready to do so. And they're kind of just looking for like almost like a way in to create that almost like a line of communication here. That's what we're getting here in the messages. And the outcome would be the Four of Pentacles. It looks to be that there will be some sense of stability, a sense of security and control in the relationship, but one of you will be holding tight to something. Maybe you've lost something in this particular relationship that you've reacquired after the fact, and now you want to almost keep your grip and hold tight on the resources and stability that you, and maybe like just newfound stability that you found, which is why you're perhaps being almost getting cautious is what I'm hearing. But this person just can't stay away. They want you to know that they care about you and that they messed up. That's almost the vibes that I'm getting. They want to be able to co-create with you. So that's really that familiar energy that's lingering around. But they do have a powerful confession coming through that they want you to know. It almost feels as though some of you may have just been friends with this person and things might have fell off for a short period of time. I'm getting like maybe it was a past lover, like an ex-boyfriend, girlfriend kind of vibe, right? And it looks to be that this individual almost feels like they were in a situation of like the Queen of Wands for a short period of time even. And it's almost like they felt confident and they had a sense of warmth in the relationship with you in the past. And they were able to create, but it looks like they wanted to almost like take charge in the co-creation of the relationship and where they believed it was supposed to be headed. And so it probably created a lot of disharmony between the both of you. And they're realizing this now. They're realizing that, yes, it's good to be passionate and creative and spirit within a relationship, but it takes two people to be able to co-create something truly magnificent. Something along this card here. Yeah. And so in the sense of the obstacles, there's that Knight of Swords energy coming across here. A lot of aggression, a lot of rushing, and a lot to do with this decisive behavior, and which brought a lot of conflict and turmoil is what I'm hearing into the relationship. And within that, it looks to be that you were coming across as the Hierophant and advising them to almost like come across in a sense of like I'm getting like spirituality, almost like really assessing one's behavior, beliefs, and like trying to guide them through the relationship in a positive way. Also getting Taurus vibes from this as well. It looks to be that you were really that beacon of hope within the relationship, the individual that would almost like keep the ties together, but the ties were severed because of this individual, and almost like I'm getting stubbornness almost, and their pressure or resistance to change is what I'm hearing. Yes, but there is like some sort of a separation that happened. Even though we're not together right now, our separation is only temporary. We've already had so many lifetimes together, and we have so many more to come. So this is what this person wants to tell you. They believe that even though you're separated, even though things didn't work out, they believe that in time, in divine timing, things are going to come together. And it looks to be that perhaps you've already received this message or will soon receive this message in terms of what they envision for your future together. And it's really up to you to decide if you want to make this work, is what I'm hearing. Universe is almost asking you, is this what you want in the next steps going forward? Okay, it looks to be right now you're searching, all right? Maybe you're not ready to be with them yet because you're still searching for yourself. You're still searching for the answers in terms of why things didn't go the way they planned. Why didn't things work out even though you were doing everything you could for this relationship? And so it pretty much put you in a position of you weren't really sure who you were or what you wanted in a relationship because of this situation. And so you're healing from it. And you're going through the process of that healing and restoration. And you're really just focused on having your optimal health back again and protecting your energy and not letting the negativity of the past get to you is what I'm hearing. And so I'm super curious, like, do you feel as though you are interested in jumping back into this relationship if they come forth? Because this individual is back. They're going to be confessing their feelings and emotions towards you. And is this something that you personally are ready for? Do you still feel as though you need more healing and more time to traverse through that energy of the past? That's something to think about, I would say. But going into the next energies here, let's figure out what else this individual is coming back to tell you the truth about. Ooh, something unexpected. They're asking you to open your mind and be receptive to them at this time. And they're saying that I'm not at all what you're expecting. So it looks to be that I'm hearing therapy, like they've gone through therapy. They've gone through some sort of like rehabilitation of some kind. I'm getting Alcohol Anonymous kind of vibes. Almost someone who was addicted to something. I'm getting video games, alcohol, perhaps even substances of some kind. Maybe some sort of like junkie vibes. Maybe they were doing something in excess that was almost bringing forth an unhealthy mindset, is what I'm hearing. And it really put them in like a weird spot in your minds. Like they didn't quite come across the way that you would expect them to, is what I'm hearing. And they're saying, okay, yeah, I've done the work. I've fixed everything that I could. Will you accept me again, is what I'm hearing from that energy. Ooh, they're almost feeling like a victim, like they can't, but almost like in the same sense of like, you can't save them and they can't save you kind of vibes, and like, or fix all of your problems for you. It's almost like you both feel like you can't fix each other's problems, and it's really hard to work things out as a couple if you're unable to help resolve things as a team, is what I'm hearing. But it looks to be that the energies is saying that you will be able to find someone close to you in your area that's going to be giving you the energy that you desire, okay? Or maybe this is an ex that's local to you, but I am getting an energy of a second person coming in for some reason. Maybe some of you have already started a new relationship, and you're already long gone, and this ex partner is coming up, and it's at an interesting time in your life because you've already taken, you've already put that to the side, is what I'm hearing. You've moved on. You no longer want this energy back in your life. But this person just keeps coming up, and you're curious about why is it that they keep doing that? That's the energies that I'm hearing there. See what other energies we have. What else does this person want you to know? What are the other truths Ooh, interesting. I dropped that card. Ooh, wow, that's unfortunate. So this individual wants to tell you the truth of it's looking to be like they had some sort of affair. Universe wants me to take this card out as well. They've had some sort of affair, and they were doing this behind the scenes while they were in a relationship with you. Or perhaps I'm getting like something around work where this person found like an interest in someone at work, and they were having hidden encounters, private meetings. They were being very discreet with their intimate moments, and they didn't necessarily want others to know what was going on. They realized the mistakes they've made in this, and this is why they want to come back and tell you the truth of the matter as to why the relationship fell apart. And they've been doing a lot of shadow work, and this is why they're coming forth to tell you the truth of the matter. Though they're facing a lot of hidden fears within them in terms of like how you're going to take it. And some part of me feels like you've already known. You were already accepting their imperfections, willing to work with them through the craziness of the relationship, but they just were being very, I think, almost like misleading, or like almost like they were creating illusions. But you knew deep down in your heart that something was off, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, and in that meantime, you were really just taking care of what you needed to focus on too. But it seems like they were also just very focused on their work. Okay, they just were focused on achieving their goals, and I believe both of you were trying to do that at that time. But it didn't necessarily feel like it was like a combined effort, is what I'm hearing. But yeah, it looks to be that this individual was very just focused on their career, leveling up, and yeah, just securing the bag, and they were not focused on the relationship. Yeah, it's almost like work over like, the pleasures of, a true relationship. And yeah, they were just going through some sort of cuffing season where they were having temporary relationships either with you or many others, and it almost felt like a seasonal companionship, is what I'm hearing from this card here. It's saying like it's like just short-term warmth and until spring kind of thing. So yeah, it perhaps maybe happened around like December time, like holiday times. I'm getting like Christmas or New Year's Eve or Valentine's Day, like holidays like that, where there's like relationships are short-lived, and they almost feel like situationships at some point too. Very unclear boundaries, mixed feelings, feeling almost like, things are more than friends, but less than lovers kind of vibes. It feels like a question mark of what are we, who are we, what is this kind of what I'm hearing. Yeah, and there's a lot of things within the relationship just felt very sugar-coated, and it felt sweet but deceptive. And there's a lot of empty compliments, like maybe they felt like, they would say one thing but really mean the other, and maybe it has something to do with like your attire, or how you were like asking, oh, how do I look in this, or should we go here, should we go there. You were telling them about your goals and your aspirations, and they were just sugarcoating their support and level of enthusiasm and passion for your success. So it almost felt like it was like almost, I'm getting they were almost like envious of, or had ego over what it is that you were doing. Like they felt it was like a you versus me kind of thing, and almost giving you like hidden insults. Okay, almost like too good to be true vibes. Yeah, and it's just some dealings with an older woman, or perhaps just an older figure in your life or around them, that kind of were creating some conflict as well, as what I'm hearing. Okay, but the most difficult part of the situation is over. You've already gone through quite a bit within this relationship, and it looks to be that it's like pretty much about done. But they're coming back. It's like they can't get rid of the feeling or knock the feeling of being with you for some reason. And it appears that they're very arrogant and they're a boastful person. And universe is like almost saying that you shouldn't cross them, but and it's almost like don't cross them or don't go back into their energy, is what I'm hearing. The difficult part is over, and what's done is done, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you're gonna be able to find spiritual love. Okay, and there's great worry over certain things, but partially over nothing, because this person is no longer a part of your life, and you don't have to worry about that energy any longer. Yes, it's unsettled times, but you just need to plan ahead when they come back into your energy. And yeah, you'll be taken care of in this difficult time. Universe wants you to know that everything's going to work out in your favor, and you're going to be able to escape these energies that are resurfacing in this time frame. But yeah, these are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and join our cozy community by subscribing. Until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.